Olencio Almeida, Shishini Gomdad attorney.
I am Hector Fernandez, past president of Comunidad Fraternal of Aldona, North Goa.
My name is John Philip Pereira. I am the attorney of Comunidad of Nagua Salce and a shareholder of 6 other comunidades in the south.
Mobin Gudino has also brought out an amendment in the Panchayat Raj Act where he has, where they are going to issue house numbers to all the illegal construction. Now we are objecting to that also. How can you issue house numbers to illegal construction? Now his defense is what? That they will not be considered legal, but it is only for revenue purpose. But each house, how much tax you will impose on them? How much tax is allowed? 50 rupees, 100 rupees tax per year. So this is not a this is a gimmick just to bring them in the habit of being legal, because they already have water connection, they have electric connection. Now these also have not been given by the comunidad. They may be settled in comunidad land. They go to the health department. Health department has got a particular section under the Health Act, which for residential purpose they are allowed to give NOCs for light and water, on basis of which these people have got light and water. So today if they get house number, what else do they need? They are as good as legal. This is nothing but just vote appeasement. Now yesterday there was a this thing post floating by the CM, which says that this law which is being brought is not for migrants, but it is for Goans, which will bring at least 1.5 lakh households in which will benefit at least 1.5 lakh households. Now when you talk about 1.5 lakh households, just imagine the amount of population you are talking of. And if you are saying it is going to benefit Goans, you bring out the data. Where is the data? You bring out the data, show us. How many Goans are being benefited by that? Here we can see today one video was being floated where one minister is saying, assuring a Banjara community that they are going to give them status of a Goan. Yeah, yesterday there was a video floating of Environment Minister Nilesh Kabral, where he is assuring the migrant community who is complaining that they have got light water but they are still illegal. He is saying, I will fight for you all in the assembly. I will see that the Comunidad laws are amended and you all get your rights. So these people are just for the sake of creating captive vote banks. They are changing the laws. They are making laws as how they want. Today, how long is remaining of yours? What is your term remaining? Your term is just 6 months remaining, and you are going to make laws and leave. Tomorrow, the next government should take care, and next government comes. If that next government try to withdraw that law, then you all will go after those voters saying that. We had tried to bring in this law, they have brought it out. And today, we 19, whoever has got illegal structure should be regularized. So that means those who have constructed in violation to this law and who should be penalized, today you are rewarding them with the land, 250 square meters land. Does this make any sense? Then there was a we all know about regularization of unauthorized structures which came in 2016. That also was brought in by the same government. So that law provided that anyone who has constructed illegally on his own land can file applications for regularization, provided they are within the building regulations. So that law was fine. So whoever has pulled in his own land is entitled to. It did not bring comunidades and government lands in its ambit. And there were 8,000 applications in that. Each one was asked to pay 10,000 towards processing charges. Till today, none of the 8,000 have been regularized. So when that law is there in 2016, you are again bringing out this Bhumiputra legislation to cover up all the migrants who are illegally occupying and who have encroached into other people's land. How can encroachers and illegal squatters be regularized. We have never heard of this such law anywhere in the country. You cannot bring force in such law. Then I'll bring to your notice another Supreme Court judgment. To regularize illegal, it is contrary to all the acts that are to your own affidavit filed in the Supreme Court. It is contrary to your own 1995 act. And you, so the government, this law is bad, and this legislation is bad in law for all purposes and cannot be accepted. We totally condemn this law, and we demand that this law should be withdrawn in totality. It should be scrapped. Not only the amendments can be made, it should be scrapped in totality.
First, get a mandatory approval of the Comunidades through the convention, and only then such a legislation can be contemplated by the government on the floor of the House. There is a mechanism. Secondly, as Mr. Jean-Philippe Pereira has said, every law has got a penalty to be imposed for the defaulters, has got a mechanism of filing a complaint, and a procedure of law follows, whether it's in the revenue courts, or it is under the Director of Civil Administration, or it is in the civil courts. Now, if government is going to bring legislations like these, where do these cases stand? What is the point in wasting the precious time and energy of all the Comunidades and so many other agencies, including the courts, who are deliberating on these illegalities, so that suitable judgments can be passed? And if government, through this type of legislation, which is a short-sighted legislation, is trying to circumvent the law, what is there in store for the law-abiding citizens of the state? I, being an architect, will tell you, if at all there are illegal constructions, illegal slum colonies and things like that, the government needs to gather data, needs to study this situation, and progressive legislations like redevelopment, resettlement have to be done with taking all the stakeholders into confidence, if at all, and bring a legislation which is in the nature of a land reform, and not these symptomatic legislations which serve no one and do more damage than harm. So today, in one voice, we appeal to the government and the Honorable Chief Minister to please take back this legislation. By merely changing that word, it is not going to help. We from the Comunidades demand that this legislation be immediately withdrawn. And secondly, we want to have all the data that the government, because government has made some averments through the Chief Secretary before the Honorable Supreme Court. And this legislation, I fear, may be in total contempt of the Supreme Court. If the Honorable Chief Secretary himself has made certain averments in a solemn affidavit before the Honorable Supreme Court, does this legislation fit within that affidavit or not? Or is it bordering on contempt of the Supreme Court? And it is not only the Comunidades. This act, while we definitely are going to be affected, this act is going to affect each and every self-respecting Goan. And that is why we have seen in the last 4 or 5 days, every section of society of Goans has come out very strongly, right from the Gowda Kurmi Velip Association to every significant section of the society of Goans. Because today, no Goan, no self-respecting Goan feels that somebody else could be called a Bhumiputra when he himself is not getting any legal status to whatever he is holding in the state. Frankie Baban Sala, Komunidats are autonomous bodies and their ownership of the land is absolute. Even if Komunidad land under certain provisions of the law is given as affirmment or for the purpose of building a dwelling unit, the Komunidad ownership of the land is only in the is total and complete. We only give a type of a lease, which is utility, dominium util. Dominium util, utility right, which could be even called a usufructory right.
Usufructory right. And,
So,
and the bare right over that land rests with the Komunidad
forever.
forever. And when you go to make any sale deed,
Single demolition has occurred. Now, who is responsible for this? Is the Komunidad responsible when the Komunidads don't have powers? Administrator is not acting because the minister phones, the politician phones, and that structure which is illegally constructed and where we have worked hard to bring it to the notice of the government, there is no action taken. So the onus lies on this government who is fooling the people. They are saying we have authorized or we have allowed for our interest. No, sorry. It is the government who has allowed this illegal structures, and they are responsible to see that they are demolished. Do not come with such bills to fool us. We won't, we will fight it to the tooth. Thank you.
Land reform. Land reforms are needed. Land reforms have been carried out very well in states like Bengal, in states like Maharashtra. But they are well thought out land reforms by taking